One of the goals of the president's trade war was to sell more U.S.-made products to China. Image, Getty. One of the goals of the president's trade war was to sell more U.S.-made products to China than Chinese companies export to America. But new figures suggest that the plan may not be working, as the U.S. trade deficit with China reached a new high of £26 billion, $34.1 billion. Ryan Hass, a China expert at the Brookings Institution, said, President Trump is on track this year to preside over the new record for the largest trade deficit in the history of U.S.-China relations, beating the record that was set under his watch last year. Trump chose during the presidential campaign to use the trade deficit as a measure of success, and by that measure, his strategy is failing. China exports to the rest of the world grew 14.5% year-on-year in U.S. dollar (USD) terms, which is almost double expectations. Meanwhile, imports rose 14.3% in USD terms, which is below expectations. Chinese exports to the U.S. also rose by 14%, while Chinese imports from America dropped 1.2%. China's exports rebounded while imports remained robust, thanks to strong demand at home and abroad despite fractured relations with the U.S., according to Bloomberg. Donald Trump has warned there is a lot more to do to hurt China. Image, Getty. Beijing's exports have been robustly growing all year in the face of rising tariffs and increasing uncertainty over relations with Washington. The prospect of a full-blown U.S.-China trade war has also added to recent stock market turbulence. But there are reports Mr. Trump could hold talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping at the upcoming G20 summit on November 30th. This has seemed to lift investor spirits. The prospect of a full-blown U.S.-China trade war has also added to recent stock market turbulence. Image, Getty. But Donald Trump has warned there is a lot more to do to hurt China, as relations between the two economic rivals went into meltdown over a spy. The furious U.S. president threatened to further punish Beijing for its aggression after a Chinese intelligence officer was charged with stealing technology secrets. He said, "The Chinese people have lived too well for too long." Mr. Trump lashed out as his senior White House figures accused China of trying to destabilize U.S. democracy and presenting the most serious threat with security.